Sadness. Meghan left with underlying sadness as Princess Lilibet gets striped off her royal titles. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, has been left with a sense of underlying sadness after her young daughter, Lilibet, was stripped of her royal titles. The decision, announced by Buckingham Palace earlier this week, has sent shockwaves through the Sussex household and the wider public. Lilibet, who is just 2 years old, had been granted the title of princess upon the death of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022. However, the new monarch, King Charles III, has now revoked that title, as well as the style of Her Royal Highness. This dramatic move is seen by many as the latest salvo in the ongoing tensions between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. Meghan, in particular, is reported to be deeply upset by the decision, which she views as a continuation of the palace's efforts to marginalize her and her children. Meghan had been hoping that the passing of the Queen and the transition to a new reign would mark a new chapter, where Lilibet and Archie would be fully embraced as part of the Windsor family, a close friend of the Duchess told this reporter. Instead, she feels that the palace is still determined to send a message that the Sussexes are outsiders. The source went on to say that Meghan has been left with a sense of underlying sadness over the situation, particularly as she and Prince Harry had hoped that their children would be able to enjoy the privileges and security that come with royal titles. Meghan had been so proud when Lilibet was given the title of princess. She saw it as a sign that the family was finally willing to accept her children and give them the recognition they deserve, the friend explained. To have that taken away so swiftly is a real blow, and it's left her feeling very hurt and disappointed. The decision to strip Lilibet of her royal titles is the latest development in the ongoing saga between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. The tensions have been simmering for years, ever since Meghan and Harry made the decision to step back from their royal duties and relocate to California. Since then, the couple have been vocal in their criticisms of the monarchy, accusing the institution of racism and a lack of support for their mental health struggles. Their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021 only served to heighten the divisions, with the royal family reportedly feeling blindsided and betrayed by the couple's revelations. The rift has only widened in the wake of Queen Elizabeth's death, with the Sussexes' attendance at the royal funeral sparking further controversy. Tensions were reportedly high as the family gathered to mourn the loss of the long-reigning monarch, and the decision to strip Lilibet of her title is seen by many as the latest attempt by the palace to assert its authority and send a message to the wayward couple. For Meghan, the loss of Lilibet's royal title is a particularly bitter pill to swallow. The Duchess has been vocal about the importance of representation and visibility for people of color, and she had hoped that her daughter's status as a princess would be a positive symbol of progress and inclusion within the traditionally white, Eurocentric institution of the monarchy. Meghan really believed that Lilibet's title would be a source of pride and empowerment, not just for her own family, but for young girls of color around the world, the friend said. To have that taken away so callously is a real blow to her, and it's left her feeling very disheartened about the future of the royal family and its ability to be truly inclusive and representative. Despite the sadness and disappointment, Meghan and Harry are reportedly determined to remain focused on their philanthropic work and their commitment to advocating for social justice and equality. They have vowed to continue using their platform to amplify the voices of marginalized communities and to challenge the status quo, even in the face of continued opposition from the palace. Meghan and Harry know that this is just the latest chapter in their ongoing struggle against the royal establishment, the friend said. But they remain resolute in their belief that they can make a real difference in the world, and they won't be silenced or cowed by the palace's attempts to undermine them. This is just the start of a new phase in their fight for justice and representation.